I was just gonna do a flamethrower type.
Oh, you can do that too. Just don't burn the shop down.
If you do, it'll be on video.
This is exactly where we need to be working. Not on the cat, on this truck right here. This cat jumped up on the truck, crawled right literally up on top of the master cylinder and curled up and laid down. I don't know if you know this, but if you try to move this cat, he will bite you. He is super, super nice, but he's bossy. All right, so with all the modifications to this truck, the braking system has been lacking for some time. So we've been asked to pull the stock Toyota vacuum system out and switch over to a GM style hydraulic braking system. So we're gonna pull all of this stuff out and go and grab a donor system, and we'll get a donor system put in, eliminate the ABS lines and all that good stuff at a later time, so this thing will stop. Right now, not stop so good. Let's get to work. There's no fast way to do this. Short movements of a wrench. Oh, I got my fingers in there. Look at that. We win. Rich switch. So we'll pull the actual master cylinder off of this because we can. We should just pull back and get it out of there. Give us a little more room so that we can get all of this stuff out of it. It's tight fit. You can see right here, there's no room. So the other unit should be shorter, should fit a whole bunch better. Eyes crossed doesn't help, but here we go.
You do that anyway.
My eyes are crossed normally. I don't have to cross them. Well, let's take the battery loose. And we'll move the battery forward.
Just take everything out.
Just got it. Take it all out and start over. Jack the radiator cap up, put a new car underneath it. When I used to buy crap cars or end up with crap cars, that's what my dad would tell me. Papa Tom would say, "You know what you can do with that car?" "What's that?" "You jack the radiator cap up and put a new car underneath it. Make me feel better about myself." The only thing holding it in there is wires. But we win. Ooh, that was true.
In record time.
Record time. So what you're saying is normally I'm slow. Apparently we've been messy lately because the sawdust barrel is starting to get low. I think we're down to a push rod and 4 bolts on the inside, and this thing should vacate the premises, and then we'll steal a truck and go to the boneyard. Turns out that the truck is offset that way just a little bit, and I may or may not be too fat to get in between the door and the post on the lift. So we're gonna try something, and if I get stuck, we might have to fire up the crane to drag me out of here, but I'm gonna try. I really don't want to take that shifter ball in the wrong spot. So.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, my legs are long. Okay, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna slide my feet out. Oh man. I'm gonna do some braille. I bit my fingernail back yesterday and it hurts a lot. Might cry a little bit. Hi, how are you? Well, as you've seen from the outside footage, I am stuck in here. This is literally, you are at my eye level right now. This is how tight things are in here. So there's 4 bolts that have to come out of here, and we gotta figure out where they're at, because yep, they're not really easy to see, and there's not going to be a great deal of footage for you guys on here.
I think we'll just be back with you once we get it.
I think that's probably a good idea, because ain't nobody gonna see nothing in here. I done figured out how to get in and out. See the door goes out right here, same place I go out right here. And I was able to stand up and get myself out the car because I was stuck. Up on it. Okay, give her hell. Give her the air blast.
Oh, it's that blaster. Thing.
It doesn't have the bottom one.
No.
Well,
This one doesn't.
you can start and fluid it. Just give it a little. We get the torch.
I was just gonna do a flamethrower type.
Oh, you can do that too. Just don't burn the shop down.
If you do, it'll be on video.
Get the air, get the air. All right, put the fire out. You get it?
Yeah, it's going.
So, if in the 55 it's classic car yoga, does that mean that this is Yoda yoga? And if it does, we could call this pose right here the peeing dog, because I'm definitely
Obvious
got a
reason.
leg hiked up. All right, so I believe we have all of the bolts loose from the inside. The booster appears to be loose, other than the fact that the rod should still be hooked into the pedal assembly. So we'll go pull the pin out of the pedal assembly. Pull the pin out of the pedal assembly. That's a lot of P's. So we'll pull the rod out, get this completely out, and it might be warm enough then to go down to the cars and get parts. But it was cold this morning, and we're gonna steal the tow truck. Shh, don't tell. And it ain't got no doors on it, so it's really cold in the tow truck. But we'll show you when we get this out. We'll be right back. You're just hoping this thing pokes me in the back again, aren't you?
Maybe.
Oh, yep, a little bit. See that right there? That thing gets you in the kidney every time. Oh, if my foot slips, I'm gonna die. Just for the record, this is the first one of these Toyota I've ever had out. So I think I have all the parts loose, but if something hangs up and we die, at least we'll have it on camera. I think that it's got a nut that's got like one thread left on it inside, and it's gotta be that top one. Son of a gun.
Don't worry, we'll wait for you.
All right, let's see if this thing comes out. Winner! Look at that. That is the piece. It was new, so it's not that it was bad. It just doesn't have enough braking ability for the tires on this thing, and it's getting bigger tires. Shh, don't tell. Okay. So now we have that out. Now we need to go down and get our new parts. Old parts, replacement parts, cat. All right. Yep, like you too. It's hard to get things done sometimes. All right, we're gonna go run and get some parts, and we'll be back with you in a bit. About died. Not lie, scared me a little bit. Oh, that ain't no good. That got skished. And that's a vacuum one, so that one's not what we want. That's
Same deal.
vacuum. We might be
Using the big one?
using that big one. Well, that's the problem, because I don't know if that one's gonna work for us. That whole front section's long. We need the short one. And we don't have any other new body style GM's down here. Well, let's take it and we'll see. If it's not, then we'll have to rob a different one. It's got a level sensor in it and everything. Wow. Full on uptown. We won't know what to do with ourselves. Turns out I can't read. Neither one of those is the right size for anything.
Didn't get any of them right.
Oh, took a guess, struck out the whole way. Finally got the right wrench. It took me 4 tries. Wrench worked. I got it! Don't worry about it. Don't laugh at me.
Threw the crap out of that thing.
Hit the hood. About got me in the forehead.
The leaky
Bleeded my
cauldron.
knuckle. Time to stand up again. Oh. All right, made me a cardboard template so I can put on there. Fits right around our snout there. And this will allow me to have the bolt pattern in the correct place so that I can go over to the Toyota, stick it up on the firewall, sear it up with a hole that's already in there because we know that's where the rod goes through the firewall, and then we can figure out these holes and poke some new holes in the firewall of the Toyota. At least that's what the fine print said. We'll see how it works. Okay. So the good book says that should go right there. Can you see those? There's one right there. So that one keyholes. That one keyholes. That one's just on the edge of that there. And that one's way down there. So I think that one may give us problems, but I think the rest of those we can make work. I might just take a step bit, punch through those, and then we'll just keyhole that bracket out on the inside, because there is a bracket on the inside of this, but I think because we're moving out on all of them, we should be okay. Guess we'll know shortly though. We'll all find out together. Key hold. That was walking away uphill. It's got a hole in it. Ow, and it's hot. Damn. Glad you think it's funny. Freaking burnt me. Poor little hand, got a hole in it over there. My fingernail hurts. I've got a burnt mark over there. Just not been my day. I got it. Masher?
Oh, yeah.
We'll take the master cylinder off, so all we have is a brake twister to deal with. And then we'll have less room for smashing fingers. Close? Yeah, we're getting there. There's lots of pieces that move inside of here, so we gotta...
Yeah, they're terrible, actually.
And it keyholes, so...
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Putting Chevy parts on a Toyota works every time.
What could go wrong, right? I think Landon's a winner. So Landon used the big part of his brain, which part of ours that fails to function properly.
Especially today.
Yeah, well, the problem is, I think, you get an idea and you start heading down that path, and it's hard to see the turnoffs along the path. But Landon came and said, hey, dummies, why don't you quit trying to match up these holes, which are staggered and not in the same lines, and use the Toyota one, which already has the holes in the bottom of it that are there from the factory, and drill and put bolts through there like a bunch of smart people instead of a bunch of cretins like we are. And Then we took the gasket, opened the holes up on the top, which we've already opened up in that one a little bit. And I think we're gonna win. I think it'll work. Now we drill some more holes.
Did you stick your tongue out of the go faster? Told you.
Right through. This one's gonna be a little less fun. This one gets to start.
We're almost through.
That was burning.
Oh yeah.
That work?
Looks perfect.
Is that the one?
Well, that's the one we're gonna use. She got holes in her now. And we put 5/16 bolts through the firewall, and we'll just lop those two bottom ones off of there.
We're gonna push them out and push them back in.
I don't know if they're push-outers. We can hit her with a hammer and see what happens. Hit her with a hammer, see what happens. I think that said no.
Oh, it's moving. It's moving.
I think the bolt's gonna be good by the time we get done.
I don't know, possibly.
Shot this.
Winner!
Got it. One bolt down.
Oh, it's only lost like a.
That's the other one we want, right?
Yes.
I didn't even lose a toe. Look at that.
Or a finger.
That should fit perfect, right?
Should.
Problem solved.
All right, so what I'm working on now, this is the clevis for the brake pedal that was in there. This pushes the rod that goes into the master cylinder. And so when you push the brake pedal down, this pushes the rod into the master cylinder, or the booster housing in our case. And I need to adapt the Toyota one to the GM one. So I'm wondering if it was simple enough that I could just weld these two together. Like, yay, because this one doesn't come out of the GM valve. They put them in there and they have this little ball on the end, and then they crimp the housing down around it. So this doesn't pull out. So when your brake pedal comes back up, it doesn't pull the rod out. It's engineered that way. Smart fillers. But if I could get that in there and everybody is in line, I could tack that in, and then I wouldn't have to cut that rod all apart and make a new one. We would still have our adjustability here because we've got plenty of threaded portion into that coupler nut. We're gonna go with that.
Yep.
She's much happier. I don't think that one's going anywhere. Look at us. All right, so the hydraulic piece is in, or the hydraulic booster piece is in. We're going to drop the master cylinder on here, put some bolts in it, and we got one clevis pin to put in the inside, and this thing is master cylindered.
Fit like just like the other one did?
It's almost exactly where the other one is. I think we should not drop that nut because it didn't go to the floor. I think it's right there. I dropped it. I knew where it went. I was kind of cheating. So my suggestion is going to be that we order the master cylinder assembly that's over there, which is significantly shorter than this one. We'll let Paul decide. We'll put this one in and we'll give him the option. I think we're going to want to do that. That'll allow us to take this box and bring this fuse box back exactly where it was from the factory. We'll get these in, tightened up. I'll put the clevis pin in it and we'll push the brake pedal down one time because it's going to squirt snot everywhere. And then we're going to call it a night. All right, let me see if I can get this clevis in. You guys won't be able to see this because there's barely enough room for my meat hooks. But if we get it, we'll push it down. It'll go out there. And Tacoma will be GM hydro boosted. All right, hang on. Set on my hat. All right, I think that we're master cylindered. Why don't you guys watch out there and see if anything happens?
No, yeah.
We got master cylinder. We got, oh, I'm stuck in the truck. We win. Done for today. All right, master cylinder and hydraulic boost unit is in. Everything is buttoned up with that. We are going to get out of here for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.